Good morning, Angeline.
Good morning po.
Okay, Angeline, can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Mary Angeline Dimaano, 28 years old, lives in Lotocan, Malabag, Sariaya, Quezon. I'm married to Ryan Bisco Dimaano for 8 years now. We have a daughter, Rihanna Grace Dimaano. She's 8 years old.
Okay, I have a few questions for you to answer, so let's start.
Yes po.
Why do you want to work as a maid?
Because I know working as a maid will make provide for my future and for my family.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
Because it's Asian country.
How are you qualified for this job?
Mm. I know how to do house chores and I'm willing to train and learn.
May I know what educational level you are?
I'm college level. Took up Bachelor of Science Information Technology for 2 years po.
What was your recent working experience?
I've worked as a operation in charge as store manager in Philippine 7 for 4 years po.
Have you worked abroad before?
No ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of babies?
Yes ma'am.
How
Uh,
about elderly?
a little.
Whose babies are you taking care of?
My daughter,
Whose elderly do you take care before?
my grandparents.
Do you have any other special skills?
Computer literate. I'm computer literate.
Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am. I'm willing to learn.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-laws or any relative stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes po.
What sort of food can you cook?
Only Filipino, but I'm willing to learn other.
Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am. Of
From
course.
all the house chores that I mentioned to you, which do you like most?
Cooking.
If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your kids?
My in-laws.
You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am. I
You
understand.
are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Uh, can you repeat, ma'am?
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am. I
If
understand.
ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you are not allowed to hold it anymore.
I understand, ma'am.
Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You only allowed to bring normal phone and you are not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understands?
2 years.
Can you describe for me your attitude?
I'm hardworking, disciplined, trustworthy, responsible, and I'm willing to learn.
How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I will work hard because for my family and for my child.
Can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am. I
Can you
promise.
promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergies, or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No.
Do you smoke?
No.
Have you undergone any operation before?
My appendix.
When was that?
When I am 16 years old, 2012.
Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication right now?
No.
Are you allergic with any food?
No.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of different races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in
Ah,
abroad?
excuse me, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in abroad?
My sister,
Which
my youngest
country?
sister, Qatar. She's in Qatar now
Okay. Working as?
as a promoter, licer.
Okay. Okay, Angeline, we have finished our question section. Let's proceed for case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to respond truthfully.
Yes, ma'am.
Upon arrival in Malaysia, within 6 months only, if ever one of your family members passed away, what will you do?
Send money. I only send money because I have signed a contract to my employer.
So it means you will not go back.
Yes.
Okay, if
Yes,
in
ma'am.
case your employer is watching you right now, Angeline, what do you want to tell them?
I hope they hire me as they may. I'm looking forward to work with them.
Okay, tell us about yourself again.
Uh, Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell us about yourself again.
I'm Mary Angeline Dimaano, 28 years old, live in Lutokan, Malabang, Saraya, Quezon. I'm married to Ryan Bisco Dimaano for 8 years now. We have a daughter, Rihanna Chris Dimaano. She's 8 years old now.
Okay, and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
Because I know this work will provide for my family and for my future.
Okay, thank you very much, Angeline. We will update to your agency if there is any selection made by the employer.
Okay po. Thank you, ma'am.